Guys, I'm making today's content strictly for those that want to become a car dealer, at the same time those that want to buy for their personal use. This is in respect of the kind of messages I have in my DM, and it is important for me to make it a general content so that everybody can learn from this. I mean all of the followers, including my prospective followers. If you are buying a car for business, perhaps you want to buy and resell, or you want to buy for personal use, there are so many things you need to know, but I'm going to state a few things you need to put into consideration so you don't lose your money or make some kind of mistakes. And number one is, when you're making your search, please ensure that you are buying cars with minor accidents. Don't buy a flooded car. Don't buy car with burn engine, burn interior, or burn. And don't buy any car with biohazard or chemical. So these cars I mentioned will give you a tough time in order to get them to Lagos or West Africa or whichever area you are shipping to. These cars cannot be easily shipped out of the United States. Some of these cars can only go through the container, of which it will delay your shipping process, and it is important for you to know this. Some of these cars, especially biohazard, will attract additional $680 for you to ship it via Roro, and this is not good for you. So I'm saying this because you are new into this business, and even if you are 2 years into the car business, it is still important for you to grab this information. You need it. That is number one. The kind of accident you are buying, make sure it's not too much because of safety rules. Because if the front accident is too much, that the bonnet is so open or the windshield is cracked, it may not be allowed for Roro because of the safety condition. You need to note this. Just make sure you are buying minor accident. If it's side accident, make sure it's minor. If it's rear accident, make sure it's minor. If it's front end accident, make sure it's minor. Point number two, if you bid the vehicle and you're winning for $1,000, your $1,000 is your final bid price, but that is not your total invoice. So I need to say this so you know. However, Copart have their charges, ranging from buyer fee to environmental fee to virtual bid fee to gate fee and all of that. Your final bid price is not the final invoice. Number three, for those always talking to me about Auction Export, sending me a screenshot of the cars they see on Auction Export and asking me to guide them on all of that. I've said this times without number on this platform. Auction Export is not an auction company like Copart or IAA. All they do is they sell cars on their own, and they have Copart and IAA cars on their platform, which means if you are buying any car from them, you pay for Copart charges, yet you will pay for Auction Export charges. So you are paying in two folds. So you need to avoid this so you don't pay too much for what is not supposed to be. Deal with Copart directly or deal with IAA directly. Don't allow Auction Export to act as a middleman, at the same time taking from you while you are still going to pay the buyer fee and the other charges of that of Copart. It is important to take this into consideration as well. Point number four, please ensure that you have your money ready in your account before you buy any car from Copart or IAA. Don't go to the auction based on your expectations or your calculations. I'm expecting one money, I'm going to have one money tomorrow, I'm going to have a so amount of money in 3 days time. That will expose you to additional charges and risk of losing more money. If care is not taken, you may be losing your account, and your registration fee for Copart or IAA is gone. You may not even be able to open another Copart or IAA account until after 1 year. This is equally very important. Make sure you have your money ready in your account before you go to the auction so that you can avoid the late payment fee. That's for that. Most importantly, don't go to the auction with the belief that you have some family and friends living in the United States that can help you do this or that, except that they are into the car business or shipping business. That is the only reason why you can bank on family and friends. Have that at the back of your mind. Don't mix family or relative or friends with business. It's not going to work. Many of them don't know about this, and you end up paying double, or you have your car delayed. So this is very important. I don't want this episode to be too long, so we may not be able to take everything, but I will continue in my subsequent episode. I have a lot to talk about, like how to calculate your final invoice. I need to talk about that. At the same time, how to avoid bidding the wrong vehicles, and how to identify the kind of damage types that you need to stick to. I'm still going to talk about how to control your emotions when you are bidding or when you are at the auction. You should know that if you bid for $1,000, how do I calculate it to have Copart charges, gate fee, and others. Guys, follow me on all digital channels: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And let's keep this conversation going within the comment section. Thank you, and God bless.